mean, 4.5 hours? That's not so bad, right? When I thought about the idea to actually take scarves and turn them into cardigans and all sorts of knitwear, I wasn't sure if it was going to work. So the fact that this worked is number one, a success. I am so in love with her. I know she's not quite finished, but I'm absolutely in love. I mean, look how cozy and nice and gorgeous it is. And by the way, all of this live stream is on my channel, so go check it out if you want to see how we actually got the cardigan to the stage where it is right now. All jokes aside, we have made some good progress, but we really need to fix the sleeves. Like, it is so tight and uncomfortable. It is not the look that we're going for. Got one more scarf here, and I'm hoping that this is enough scarf to actually make the sleeve work. I am going to start working on it now because I feel like we've had enough rambling. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is create better sleeve for this cardigan. Here is a quick look at the cardigan before I start working on it again. Guys, the live stream is on my channel. Make sure to check it out, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. I will be doing more live streams in the future, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So I'm undoing the seam for the arm that I sewed already. It was so tight, it was ridiculous. So this time around, I'm actually going to be using an old cardigan to make sure that the seam is as wide as it should be, and we're not going to be having all that restriction moving forward. This is such a pretty scarf. Like, I'm so happy because the pastel colors work really well for what I was going with. I mean, I am sad because I wish I had enough fabric from what I was working with, but you know, we move on. If I sew this sleeve, I'm going to have the same problem like I've been having with it being too tight, because I mean, it's not much difference. The length is, but not with the width. So what I'm going to have to do is find a way to add more fabric to this without it looking too, I don't know, weird, tacky. Let's see what we can work on. My first idea was to actually cut out the fabric in a triangle shape. For some reason, this seemed to make sense in my head, but when I actually tried to attach this for the extension, it made no sense whatsoever. I had to go back and cut the shape in a square, which fitted a lot better. Although when I was sewing it, it was actually better to still sew it in that triangle shape. I don't know if I'm explaining myself properly, guys, but keep watching. Hopefully this makes some kind of sense. If it doesn't, let me know in the comment section, and I'll make an attempt to show you guys in more detail how I extended the sleeves, or better still, maybe do a really short video explaining the process of making the sleeves a bit freer on the armhole. Once I was done pinning everything in place, I wanted to try it before taking it to the sewing machine, and obviously before working on the second hand as well, because I did not want any funny surprises. Because one thing I have done really well is sewing something, find out that is wrong, and having to undo all that stitches. So yeah, we're learning from experience. So this is what the sleeves are looking like. Oh my god, guys, I can actually move my arms, I can raise my arms, and that was the problem I was having before. I know it feels a bit bulky. It's literally been held together at the moment with just pins. So once it's been sewn, I can't really press it down because it's wool, but once it's been sewn and worn a few times, it would actually relax a bit more. I feel like adding that extra underneath is not the most glamorous looking, but it is better because the freedom of movement is always better for me, in my opinion. But I'm gonna do the same on the other sleeve and take it over to the sewing machine, and finally, maybe just finally, we might actually have two functioning and working sleeves. Now that I'm happy with the way the sleeves fitted, it was time to sew. I'm sewing it in a triangle shape because I want the fabric to kind of meet. I'm only extending the armhole because I don't need the rest of the fabric to be as wide, if that makes sense. as the armhole. I just needed the room around the arm area. I hope I'm explaining this right. Again, any question, please let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna have some fabric over from this, so I've just gone ahead and trimmed it off before moving on to the next step. I'm obviously not the best person to look up to when it comes to attaching sleeves, because guys, look at the process it's taking us to get here. All I'm gonna say is, if you are looking to sew a sleeve or sew an arm or whatever it is that you're looking to do, make sure you test everything out before you take it over to the sewing machine. This is all I was doing. I just made sure I tried it out so many times behind the scenes and made sure it was facing the right way before I started sewing, because again, we are learning as we're going, and I had no time or patience left to keep sewing and unpicking. Finally guys, we actually have the sleeves attached. Again, it might not look that great, but that's just because it is bulky and I've not really pressed it down. The last thing I wanted to do was undo the side seams. For one side I sewed all the way to the end, and the other side I didn't, and I saw the difference. I needed more room and more freedom for movement, and I just needed to undo a few inches of the stitches I made before so that it aligns with the one I did. That was the last and final step we needed for this cardigan to finish or to be completed, and honestly I enjoyed every process of this. Again, make sure to check out the live stream if you haven't checked it out already, or if you didn't know it was up. It is up on my channel. Check that out because it was a really fun process. And will I be trying this again? Absolutely yes. I can't wait to show you guys what it looks like. Cardigan is fully completed. All the little bits and pieces that had to be done is done. So I need to be up by 7 at worst, because I have to be at work for 8. But I feel like the excitement of finally getting this done would worth the sleepless nights I'm about to have, or should I say the lack of sleep, because I love my sleep. Guys, look at her. I'm so I am so excited. So obviously we fixed the sleeve. It's a lot freer now, so when I'm layering I can actually wear this cardigan and layer with, because I love a good layer. The lapel. Guys, don't judge me. I'm so tired. I'm so sleepy. It's unbelievable. This part of it I absolutely love. The dress I'm wearing is quite bulky in itself, so you don't get to see the fit of this properly, but I'm just like, I'm hoping. I feel like in order for it to all come together, I need to press it, and I also need to wear it a few more times so it can just, you know, relax a little bit. But that we're going to do another day, because if I attempt to press this cardigan in the state that I'm in, don't worry about it. She gonna get burned. I'm gonna be styling it different ways. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram. If you're not subscribed to my channel by now, please make sure you subscribe. I have more fun content coming up soon. And why am I doing this? Anyway, I feel like that's actually why I left the tassels on it, because I really wanted that playfulness and that movement. And you can already tell I'm not a serious person, because why am I already playing around? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you're trying this out, please make sure to tag me. I want to see your creation. And yes, have a lovely day, evening, morning, night, wherever you are, wherever you're based, wherever you're watching from. Love you guys loads, and I'll speak to you guys real soon. Mwah. Bye.